microphone, just mosey on. Hey, there you go. Welcome up. I'm Dusty. This is me.
What's good, Dusty? What's good, Barley Street? Woo! Feeling energetic tonight? At least that's the feeling I got on the street earlier. Alright. So, I was talking to my dealer earlier today, and he was like, hey man, you play that Pokemon Go, don't you? You should adapt that to a sales pitch. I'm like, alright, what did you have in mind? He's like, go up to them, and if you think they smoke pot, be like, hey man, you want some Bulbasaur buds? How about some Charmander nuggets? Yeah, I heard Blaze is super effective. This was inspired by an improv bit a couple of weeks back. You know, it was like sex with me is like Pokemon Go, and I said because there's always a Squirtle involved. That's a layered joke, I swear. You gotta be real nerdy to get that. Speaking of nerdy, I like the rock Green Lantern gear. I kind of opted out of that today because all my Lantern gear was dirty and I just didn't feel like doing laundry yet. Usually wait till the socks. Once I'm out of clean socks, I'll do laundry. But, normally I rock my Green Lantern gear. And, you know, I was thinking if I ever got pulled over on the way to a show and I was all lanterned out, I would just be like, officer, how big is your jurisdiction? A city? County? State? I got a motherfucking space sector. I outrank you. What the fuck are you doing with those handcuffs? You are lucky I didn't charge my ring today. They search my car, find my weed in my trunk, be like, no, that's how I was gonna charge my ring. You can call me the Emerald Hemp Knight. We got any Husker fans in the house? Ah, shit, I don't know if I should tell this joke then. I was bullshitting with one of my neighbors the other day, and I'm not a big fan of football, but I will watch the Huskers, and I'll wear their shit during game day because I make better tips those days that they win. The days that they don't win, I make shit. But, you know, I was joking with my neighbor, and he told me that, like, when the Huskers lose, domestic violence goes up 28%. I'm not very proud of that, you know. These are clearly the guys that make us look bad. You know, when you're out of state and you mention that you're from Nebraska and football is the subject you're talking about, everybody takes a step back before they carry on the conversation. These are those people, and I can only imagine how it goes down on game day when the Huskers lose, like, what the hell, Cheryl? You didn't make the bean dip! You washed my lucky underwear? You didn't sit in the lucky chair! I want a divorce! That joke's got a little fine-tuning to go, but, I'm gonna make sure I'm not in a sea of red when I tell that joke, that's for sure. And I'm sorry, just as a Husker fan, I've always noticed at the pay-per-view games, there's always some old guy yelling that the refs did it back in '76. I don't know why they didn't like the refs that year, it was just a thing. But a lot of people like to say that stoners are kind of slow, man, that we're a little immature. And whenever I hear that, I can't help but to have this one come back ready and wait. Now bear with me, I am a smoker, I gotta catch my breath. But it goes a little something like this. Jack and Jill went up the hill to smoke some marijuana. Jack got high, unzipped his fly, and said, do you want it? Jill said yes and dropped her dress. Then they had some fun. Wait, said Jill, I forgot the pill. Then they had a son. And I get done telling this to my buddy Jim, and he's like, so Jack and Jill got hitched, right? And I'm like, yeah, how else was Jill going to get child support out of Jack's ass? For Jack was nimble and Jack was quick, but Jill was ready for Jack's bullshit. And who said stoners were slow? You guys ever notice there was a lot of J's in there? Man, I wish I had a J right now. Where am I? Who are you people?
The Wandering Stoner, everybody! Give it up for him one more time.
Thank you.
He wants a certain letter of the alphabet.